claim, don't walk up to me. $1 million worth of game, you can call me Gilly. I only beef about the cheese.
That EMC Big Don, man, we with Passion TV, man. Shout out Passion TV, Cole. Y'all go get y'all interview, man, the hottest interviews in the city. You did what the fuck I'm saying? Big Don.
EMC Big Don, man.
What's up, man? EMC Big Don, Easy Money Big Don, MLBG Big Don, Blvck Market Big Don, you know, all that.
Hey, man, I would tell you to introduce yourself, man, but you're a man of many words, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, a man of many faces, man. Tell the people who you are and where you from.
Man, I go by Big Don, man. I'm from Beaumont, Texas. I stayed there for a while until I moved out to Arlington. Stayed in Dallas, Oak Cliff area a little bit, so I moved around. Went to school in the Oak Cliff area, went to school in Arlington for a while, you know, Beaumont. So that's my stomping grounds.
But coming from Beaumont to Arlington, man, like, how was your attitude? It's a little more aggressive in Beaumont than Arlington, man. How was that transition? Did you
to be honest with you, man, when we first got out here, man, I thought we was rich. To be honest with you, because I'm like, man, we passing by all these nice houses and nice stuff and just buildings. I'm just like, man, I never seen anything like this coming from where I come from. You know what I'm saying? Unless you go to the West, you know what I'm saying? That's where all, you know, the people they got a little bit more money at, you know what I'm saying? Or if you go to the city or something like that. So I just, you know, I feel like we didn't got rich, we didn't blew up, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we passed all them big, nice houses up and everything and got to our apartment complex, you feel me? So, but it was cool though, because we staying around these areas and it's nice. But I still got the mentality, even though I'm young, I still got the mentality of Beaumont, you know what I'm saying? So that caused me to get into a couple of trials and tribulations going forward in this nice area that I should have been taking advantage of. You know what I'm saying?
I already know. So speaking of childhood, man, who was one of your role models growing up, man?
One of my role models growing up was my big brother, man. I gotta put my big brother in there because he always had an old soul. You know what I'm saying? Even though he used to thug with us sometimes and do other things with us, he always used to have that sixth sense, what I say, and just to tell us, hey, man, you know, this really ain't it. Or, you know what I'm saying? He wised up a lot earlier than a lot of people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So just taking pointers of him and listening to him a lot of times kept me away and put me in better positions a lot. So for sure.
Earl Wild, man, I remember we was playing Madden. He pulled out like 4 scriptures. He pulled out, you know, a Buddhist scripture.
Hey, look here.
What gives him that mindset?
I would say my brother a different guy. You feel me? Uncle Earl, Malcolm Earl, Earl X, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call that guy. He just a different guy. You know what I'm saying? He'll go anywhere from talking to you about who the best rapper is to yes, matter of fact, tidbit about how crazy he is. The other day, he had a jersey on. I'm like, what's that jersey, Earl? You know what I'm saying? He said, this a Negro League baseball team jersey. They was only around for 1 year. I said, how do you know that and why do you have that? I never seen no jersey like that. He was like, yeah, bro, I just, you know, he'd come in with stuff like that. He'd have old Negro League hats on and stuff like just certain stuff that people wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, even know about or research about a team that was around for 1 year in the 70s, 80s, and then it went around them. How you know they got the, you know, it's just little stuff like that show that he different.
So who's the ones, who the best dressed out of y'all, man? Who really laying fits down?
Me, I'm gonna put it on every time. Even when I'm chilling, I'm still gonna try to put it on a little bit, but yeah, me. But I got it from him though, and I got it from watching him when I was younger, because when I was younger, like middle school, stuff like that, I didn't care about how, if you knew me when I was in middle school, stuff like that, you know, I didn't care about none of that, how I dressed, none of that. Probably wasn't going to class half the time, didn't care about what
Badass kid, huh? What kind of kid was you in school?
Man, I was an active kid, I'm gonna say that. I was active, you know what I'm saying? I was bad, not bad, I just was I just get into stuff. I got bored quick. I want to say that. So I dibbled and dabbled into, you know, a few things.
Just say you was mischievous.
Mischievous, man.
You know what I mean?
Mischievous, man, to say the least.
Yeah, man. We were speaking about your upbringing, man. You know, you talked about your pops a little, man. Like, tell us how like you and your pops grew up. You don't have the typical father. You actually had a father that used to kick it with you and put you up on game.
Man, so I call my pops. I used to call him Big Bro. You feel me? Because, you know, even though my pops is in his late 40s, you know what I'm saying, he always was like a year older than me mentally, you know what I'm saying? And not to take a shot at him and like that, because that's my dog. But I'm just being facts, you know what I'm saying? That's my dog, you know? So we always had a brother relationship other than a father relationship, son relationship for a long time. So a lot of things that you would do with your brother or your partner, I did with my pops just at a young age. So I grew up a lot faster than a lot of these guys. When I was, I want to say even, I ain't gonna say super young, but I want to say even 10, 11, 12, 13, I'm doing things and hanging on the block and with my uncles and cousins doing things that guys didn't do until they was 18, 17, 16. I been did that. So by the time I'm coming out here to function with y'all, I'm past y'all. I done already smoked. I done drunk. I done seen things and did things that y'all ain't even, y'all watch on movies, you know what I'm saying? And y'all not knowing that, you know what I'm saying? Because, so I did that with my dad. So my dad is that type of dude, you know what I'm saying? So that's not a regular upbringing, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of, you know what I'm saying, it's a blessing and a curse, because it made me bump my head a lot as far as trying to be like him for a long time and do certain things he did, until I realized that you need to do the opposite. You feel me? And that's the only reason, only way you're gonna prosper. You know what I'm saying? Do better than him. Don't try to be like him.
Since your upbringing was accelerated, man, you know, you gotta tell me about like how you bumped your head and learn from it. What made you just want to switch up and go all the way Deion Sanders sports mode? You know
he brought out the Deion. He brought out the Deion. So he did your research.
Yeah, shout out Jackson State.
Yeah, man. So man, shout out Deion Sanders, man. First of all, let me say that I met Deion Sanders for the first time, I want to say my junior year in high school. I was going through some tribulations, childhood tribulations, you know what I'm saying, getting into fights. I went to jail, I want to say 3 or 4 times within like a month span, and just petty charges, you know what I'm saying, fighting in public, other charges, stuff like that, man. So long story short, I went to jail, got out, you know what I'm saying, and ended up leaving Summit High School and going to Pine Prep. Which was a school with Deion Sanders around like 2013, 2014. And I played football for him, man, and created a relationship with him and his family that just, you know what I'm saying, they're unbreakable. He took me out a lot of situations, and man, I ain't been to jail. I seen a jailhouse or a court house or nothing like that since my junior year of high school, and I'm 27, you know what I'm saying? I got whole degrees. I done taught, coach, you know what I'm saying, did a lot of things. I actually was just at Jackson State, you know what I'm saying, doing the coaching program and trying to do that with them last spring.
So you got to see Gilly and them, huh?
Yeah, man, I got to kick it with Gilly and see all the stars and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So I was out there, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was cool, but I don't know. It's like I met Deion and all them guys when I was like, you know, 16, 17 years old, you know what I'm saying? And I never was a guy that was starstruck, you know what I'm saying? I never was a guy that cared about if a guy was famous or what they did. You just a regular guy to me. I'm going to judge you off of how you act, just like anybody else, you know what I'm saying? And I guess that's why, maybe that's why I had a relationship and they kept me around. I also coached with him at Trinity Christian at his son's high school, you know what I'm saying? When they run out, we won the state championship, national championship that year as well. I coached over there too, man. And maybe that's why they kept me around, because I never acted like a fan. I never, if it's some information, if something is said in a room, it's gonna be said in that room, and in another room, if it's asked about, I don't know what they're talking about, I say that. You know what I'm saying? I keep my business is my business and our business is our business, and there's nothing somebody can do to make. And not saying that it's anything to hide, but I'm just saying I'm just a solid guy. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna always be that. And we can have a disagreement, we can have a discrepancy, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I still respect you as a man. I thank you for what you did, and I always got love for you, you know what I'm saying? So shout out him. Shout out Deion, man.
Speaking of solid, man, what position you play, man, and what athlete you admire your game after?
You know what I'm saying? I played both sides of the ball. On the defense side of the ball, I played nose guard, and she knows, you dig, and I played offensive guard and offensive tackle. My favorite player to play the game of football is Trent Williams, you know what I'm saying? Big 71, Big Nash. You know, I wore 71 at Navarro because our color jersey was red, and I was like, you know who Trent played for, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, we're gonna do that. So Yeah, Trent Nasty. That's who I embodied myself as a player. That's who I wanted to be like. That's who I played like. I just wanted to be Trent when I played.
Trent gonna run and truck something.
Trent's gonna run through your face and he gonna smile about it. I'm that same guy. Look up, man. Go look up Donovan Wheaton, Navarro College football film on Google. Just go look at it. Go take a look. I'm not even gonna cap about it to you. I'm just gonna let you take a look and see what I was doing to guys.
Hey man, we know you ranked, man.
Number 23 guard in the nation, man. Come on now. Yeah, I gotta do some research, man. You know,
man, Cowboys still need you, man. It ain't too late.
Nah, man. We got injuries.
Yeah.
We got injuries.
Yeah, so since you already did that to the highest level, man, a lot of people don't go, to college and, get championships, then go to PV and, do swag, man. What made you transition to rap?
To be honest, music was always in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Beaumont, which is close to Houston, close to Louisiana, some musically inclined areas, you dig? And I always would freestyle and do things with my family. And my cousins and stuff like that, we always rap when we was younger. Like we go back and forth just rapping. That's something we did, you know what I'm saying? So it was always interesting to me, and I always liked other genres of music because my dad would listen to some Scarface, some Ghetto Boys, some SUC, he'll turn on some Kim or some slow music. My mama listened to some Kid Rock, or she'll listen to some, I just always had a wide variety of stuff that I listened to, so I always tapped into that, and that's what made me want to do music, you know what I'm saying? So I always, since I was younger, was putting words together. I'll write a poem, or I'll write something, something for a girl at school, in middle school,
Valentine's Day legend.
I'm talking about, I used to write letters for everybody else, you know what I'm saying? I remember when I went to jail for a short time when I was in high school. I want to say about 2.5, maybe 3 weeks in jail, not that long.
Pen pal game was on point.
Man, not even. Somebody needed to write a letter to their girl, you know what I'm saying? So I wrote the letter, you know what I'm saying? Boom, I start getting suits to write the letters, you know what I'm saying? For they, but yeah, stuff like that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean?
And I was like, I don't know what's up with the letter because, you know what I'm saying? We had phones. I'm just in we downtown Fort Worth. I'm like, nigga, you could go call your girl. You know what I'm saying? But I guess you wasn't answering for him or something. So he said he's gonna write her a letter. I don't know what to say.
A letter just deeper, you know what I mean?
Guess, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm like, bro, I'll put some money on your phone, fam. You want to go? Yeah.
Man, a letter. I mean, if a phone call costs though.
Yeah, I feel it.
They might try to text you for that. So writing them letters is a little bit more personal. I done seen people draw pictures. I got uncles and stuff. I never been before because I was always running track or in school.
And that's crazy because I played football. Man, when I went to school, I had good grades. I wasn't a dummy, you know what I'm saying? But I always was still had that work for the end. And it's crazy because it took me so long to realize that my mama and them moved us out here because it was a better area. And why for so long I brought the mentality of where I was to where I am when I should have just been focused on where I am now and take that mentality in and make it great. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to turn this into where I was. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of pen pals, man, what females do you desire to work with in the future? The Erykah Badu's.
See, and people probably would go big time and major right there, but I'm gonna shout out Jade from BMT. You feel me? That's my baby. That's my baby. I love me some Jade, and she knew it. I don't care about none of that. I think my mama know some of her people. So somebody knows somebody. We from Beaumont. I'm from South Park. I don't know where you from, but anyway, yeah, tap in, Jade. I want to work with her. She up on the B King. I fuck with B King, one of my favorite artists as well. Shout out B King. Shout out Texas, Ho Texas Movers, House Walker, SUC, all that, Meg Thee Stallion, everybody from Texas, and shout out everybody. I will work with anybody. If you tap into my body of music or whatever that I put out, one thing you're gonna notice when you go to every song is something's gonna be different about it. So I don't like to stay in one lane. You feel me? I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather be at the festivals with the Travis Scotts and the Don Tollivers instead of be on the Chitlin circuit at the booty shaking club doing all the booty shaking ass shit. I don't want to do that.
Because you in them clubs kind of risking your life.
Not even about that because I'm comfortable in them situations in them environments because I'm from that. But I want to last. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I want to last.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's just like, would you rather get that festival money? Or would you rather have to constantly, mess with the bouncers and security tripping?
Of course, no brainer. I'm gonna get the festival money, but as far as the bouncers and security, you don't have to deal with certain things you have to deal with. But I just want to make that good music that it's gonna have some substance. It's gonna resonate to the masses, you know what I'm saying? People can understand it like, damn, I felt that, I went through that, like, damn, they had to get halfway through the song, but how long start that over, bro? You feel me? He on that, you know what I'm saying? You know, so
but I ain't finna let you be humble, man. You gotta talk about that SADA flow situation and, you know, how did he recognize you?
Man, that boy got the info. Hey, that SADA flow, so boom. So I dropped the SADA flow, and I dropped it on my page. I was like, man, shout out SADA. I tagged him, and I was like, shout out SADA. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite artists, just a tribute to him. Shout out to you, bro. I love to work with you. Whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? And then when I did it, I was like, hey, tell everybody. I told all the people on my page, tag SADA. You know what I'm saying? So boom, boom, everybody tagging SADA. I sent them the message. I sent him to his page. He liked it. And he was like, get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he messed with it. He said he put a comment on there and he followed me.
Dang.
I'm like, dang, you feel me? I'm like, all right, I'm doing something right.
Get a little feature right quick.
I'm trying to get the feature. Yeah. So now, boom, he doing that. And I'm like, okay, I'm finna go back in and I'm finna try to chop it up with him. How should I go about it? His father passed away, I want to say a couple days after that happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, I ain't even finna bother that man about nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He going through something right now. You know what I'm saying?
But at least you got the conscience to do that, man. A lot of people would be like, nah, I need it. Whatever you're going through, I need it. Because
right after he hit me, you know, I'm trying to get back to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I noticed and I started paying attention and looking to see. I'm like, ah, man. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of backed away, but he followed me on the gram. He see what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So that was what's up in that, you know, in that instance, you feel me? And then, you know, his fan page, one of his fan pages that had a lot of following, followed me and they reposted my video, you know what I'm saying? So
in due time, you'll bump into him, man. You got to tell us about your trick and how you done got these rappers in their face, how you got in their face, like without them even noticing.
My trick of the trade, man. So shout out my company, Big Don Private Protection, man. I own a private protection company, man. Basically, we do bodyguard work and security guard for venues, artists, anybody that needs protecting, churches, anybody, man. If you need us, follow us on Instagram, by the way. You know what I'm saying? If you need us, you know, hit us. But that was my way of getting into the artists in the music industry, in the promoters in the club, all of them getting in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I said, how can I get in the mix and get into these people and find out how to get spins, find out who the DJs are, shout out Mr. Hit That Hoe, find out all these other people. Man, you gotta be a security guard, because one thing that all these people need at these clubs, these artists need, all these people need is security. You know what I'm saying? So when I got into that, I started meeting all these different people. I started working at the V Live where the artists come through. I started working at Never Satisfied Studios where I met Lady C. You know, if you're in the music business, you know who Lady C is, where I met Radio Raheem. You dig what I'm saying? Who actually tried to sign me, and he'll vouch for it. You know what I'm saying? He told me to come back and talk to him about a deal. They signed Lardy B as a parody rapper. She hard. You know what I'm saying? Well, I met all these people in the industry where I did security for No Cap. I did security for Big Boogie. I did security for No Cap, Key Glock. Shout out, rest in peace, Young Dolph. He was there. I want to say a month and a half or something, a little bit of time before he passed away. Just bumping into all these people, man, and being in the right circles to where now I'm a familiar face. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm not trying to come back at them on some cheese ball. Oh, I'm the rapping security guard. No, I'm just gonna organically let it kind of get in front of your face, because I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna do promotion, and I already put nuggets in here. People know I do this music, and they know I'm pretty good at it. Mm-hmm. So now when you see it and you hear it and it's going around, I'm a familiar face. You're like, oh, ain't that the? Yeah, nah, I got you. And then now it's sounding good too. So it's my way of playing chess. It can work. It cannot. But I don't know one millionaire or one person that's living good that didn't take a risk. You feel me? So that's my risk, and I'm gonna take another one if that don't work. And if it's another one that happened, if that don't work, I'm gonna take another one, and we just gonna keep going until something work. You feel me?
Nah, that's smart though, because you got multiple streams of income.
Yeah, for sure. I mean? Multiple streams of income equate to wealth, man. You gotta have more than one. Shout out H2O Greenworks, another plug, man. Y'all gotta follow that on the gram, man.
Because that's not normal, man. Like, you probably might be on some Soulja Boy shit, like the first rapper to be, you know, actually like security, licensed to carry, you know the technique.
Oh yeah, man, I'm secure, level 4 certified, you feel me, licensed to carry, you know what I'm saying, private security guard, like I got all of that. I had to train, all of that, man, all of that. I did a lot of things. Like I said, some of my friends call me the Dos Equis, man, because I do a lot. I didn't taught first grade and fifth grade. I didn't coach high school football, track. I didn't, man, I'm a rapper, you feel me? Like I did a lot of things, and I'm 27 years old, you know what I'm saying, and I'm waiting. I want to do way more. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, we got to do like a gun range episode, man. You got to explain to us and all that.
Oh, I'll show y'all what's up, man. I'm real good with that gun too. I shoot real good too.
We'll come by and feel you, man. We'll put it to the test. You know what I mean? Country boys.
Country boy.
What I mean? But other than that, man, talk about your label and how you got signed to them and the background.
Shout out Blvck Market, man. All I'm gonna say about that is, man, shout out Blvck Market. They one of a kind, man, and shout out MLBG Cam. They took interest. It's family into it, man, and they took interest late. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a handout. It's like they family, but it's like they didn't jump onto me right away. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't a handout type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It was I had to see what you're trying to do if you're really serious about this, right? You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. So just putting in work, bro. And somebody noticed the work, man, and it's a partnership, and they helping me, I'm helping them, and you know what I'm saying? It's a happy situation. You dig what I'm saying? And if you want to come check out Blvck Market, I influence you to, man, because it ain't nothing but a stepping stone in the community to branch you out and get you more exposure. And all we doing is helping each other, you dig? You know what I'm saying? So shout out Blvck Market, shout out the label, you dig?
Shout who else you want to shout out, man? Any rappers you collabing with?
I collab with a couple artists. I ain't gonna name. I just did some features, man. Shout out Back in Bino. That's a hard artist out of Tyler, man. You gonna start seeing a lot of him. He hard, bro. Shout out Peso De Niro. I just knocked out a feature for him. He paid for the feature. That's love, bro. I appreciate it. I just started getting paid for features, bro. You know what I'm saying? I only charge I ain't gonna say the amount. I'm gonna just say I just started getting paid for them, though. You feel me? And that's love. You know what I'm saying? It's on the page if you wanna know what the features was. But that's love. You know what I'm saying? I ain't blew up. I ain't holier than thou. I'm a humble guy. You feel me? So it feel good for somebody that want me to be on their track so much that they'll break bread. We dig. Shout out MLBG Cam. Shout out Fatso, Big Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody from every side. Shout out YT, Slight Drip. Shout out Micah 500. Shout out every Gun. Shout out Splurge. Shout out all the people in the ag, GP, all this area that I'm trying to dominate first before I take over everywhere else. Shout it out. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, if you knew who I was back in the day, you know I was on bullshit, kind of. You know what I'm saying? I was the nigga that was gonna beef on you if you weren't from my side, or if you wasn't fucking with who I was fucking with. That was what I was on. But I didn't grow up. You feel me? I'm a grown ass man. I'm not on that. Y'all know I ain't been on that for a long time. So let's work. You feel me? Like I said in any other interview, man, I'm trying to work with people. If you make good music, I make good music. Let's work and let's help each other elevate. Because I'm on paper. You know what I'm saying? No problems. Dig.
Yeah. What's the obstacle you've overcome, man, and you just like persevered through it? You know.
Obstacle, man. I want to say my junior year at PV when I got into a car accident. Hurt my back really bad, flipped over into a ditch, hit a pole at the back of PV, and hurt my back real bad, and it damaged me from playing football for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I had to sit out for a year, and even when I came back, I wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? After just getting the steroid injection opposed to getting the surgery, I just wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? So that was something I had to really overcome and still graduate college because I didn't go to, I'm gonna keep it real, I didn't go to college to go to college. I wouldn't have, bro, if college was not free for me, I wouldn't have been there, you know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't nothing I ever wanted to do. I knew I wanted to get money, and I knew I could get money without going to college because I grew up with a father who was a felon, but ran a construction business and did this and showed me how to do something that make money and create wealth for a family without having to work a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? So I was hip to that a little bit early. I just didn't know I just didn't put it together until I started hearing it from other people, like brother-in-laws and cousins, stuff like about business, and until it clicked like, man, you don't gotta go to school to get no wealth or create no for your family. You just gotta know how to get money. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but I'm saying that to say I went to college because I had a scholarship, you know what I'm saying, to play football. So when football got snatched, I'm like, damn, what I'm here for mentally, but I should have been thinking like that. I'm like, man, I don't want to be here no more. I want to leave. I can't play ball. What? I'm not going to these classes. I'm not going to no 8 o'clock. For what? I can't play. You know what I'm saying? So it just was a different mindset. Just for so long in college, I had been football, or I got to go to class. I graduated junior college early, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had I want to say a high GPA GPA, you know what I'm saying? And because I was so serious about my books and my sports, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to go to the league. I knew I was going to go to the league. I was going to play center in the league. I was going to play center in the league. That's everything I wanted to do. But when that got snatched from me and that ability, and I knew I had the ability, but I just couldn't do it the same, I was like, man, it was just hard to overcome, you did. But we got through that. We graduated college, you know what I'm saying, and moved on to other things. You
Congrats,
did.
man.
Yeah,
Shake back.
That was tough, dog. I wish I could show y'all, but I had a post side by side to where when I got my accident, the semester after that, my grades, I had down there all F's and a C. Then I shook back that next semester, start, you know what I'm saying, shaking back, getting back right mentally, and I had all A's in a motherfucking, and I think I had all A's and I think a B or something like that, and maybe one C. That directly next semester I flipped every grade, flipped everything back over to the track, you know what I'm saying, just mentally just took a, you know what I'm saying, step up over like, okay, football not there no more, but you still gotta live, dude. Mm-hmm. You still gotta be, you know what I'm saying, a person in this society just because you can't go to the league, which is all I prided myself on for so long. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to the league. I knew I could go. I had the ability. I knew I was good. I knew I was that. So now they got in a car accident, and now I got the shot that they told me to get, and I did the rehab, but I'm back on the field. And the first couple of weeks of practice, I'm going hard. They're like, okay, Donovan, back, but then I stepped the wrong way, and oh, now my back is back hurting like it. But I can't say that because everybody, you know, our season riding on our starter just came back, you know what I'm saying? And we done got new, now all my coaches that recruited me and I came in with, they gone now. We got a whole new staff now. Now I'm just a hurt dude from last year that used to be good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, now I'm back at the bottom of the roster and I'm hurt. So now I gotta whoop all these young boys to get back to the top. They got fresh bodies, you know what I'm saying?
Straining, doing
you hear me? You know what I'm saying?
That.
So it was a humbling experience because when I came into the program, I was the man. You know what I'm saying? Black SUVs pulling up, taking my people to eat lobster and shrimp because I had other offers to go other places, and I chose to go to Black College. You know what I'm saying? Because they just had a bond. It was just a bond, and it was something that happened on that visit with another coach from another school. The way they was talking to me from a predominantly white school, I'm not gonna say who it was, that I just wasn't getting a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I chose to go to Black College way back then. This is 2013, 2014.
So that Kaepernick stuff, that slave stuff is for real.
Ah man, come on now. You know, man. You know, it's certain things and certain ways that coaches talk to you in certain programs and things that rub you the wrong way. But they kind of got your life in their hands. You did. So.
I already know. But, you know, before we, you know, check on out, man, what would you say to a younger you?
To younger me?
Yeah.
I would say, man, focus more so on scratch that. I would tell me, hey, when you move to Arlington, you're in Arlington. You're not in Beaumont no more. You're not in South Park no more. You know what I'm saying? You're not around the certain things and seeing certain poverties that you're from. So use this mentality and these resources that you have around you to be ahead. Like, I feel like it's so many people that's ahead of me at my age right now. It's people that I know that's my age right now that were born and raised in Arlington. I'm not saying just because you're from here in a better area, you're gonna do better, but they were set up better and thought better younger, they're in way better positions than I am now. Than where if I would have just stopped the bullshit back then and focused on what I was supposed to be focused on, mentally I would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have been better. You know what I'm saying? I would have got ahead. You know what I'm saying? So I would tell my younger self, man, stop trying to be a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Just because your daddy did some thug shit or just did some shit he shouldn't have been doing, or cousins was gangsters, that don't mean, that don't define you. You know what I'm saying? You create your own image, don't try to walk in somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, this kind of left field though, man. Since I know you know, legendary pen pal, man. What you got to tell the ladies Valentine's Day coming up, man? Man,
shout out to the ladies Valentine's Day. I hope y'all, man, buy y'all good gifts and all that stuff like that. You don't have no girl, you feel me? Shout out to all the women, the beautiful women. I hope y'all have a great Valentine. Shout out Jade. Yeah, she want a Valentine. I'll be a Valentine, Jade. So.
All right, what's your dream girl, man? It could be a celebrity, man.
I ain't gonna sit here and say I got no dream girl. You know, I don't know. Like I say, I never did those type of things because, like I said earlier, I've never been a guy to put celebrities on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a guy to make them holier than thou. I never seen them as this great character. They're just a regular person with a talent to me.
And that's probably gonna make you pull Erykah Badu out the gate. You know what I mean? Because she just,
you know what I'm saying. So it ain't nobody that, because I done seen your Beyonces and Erykah Badu's. And I went to PV where the ratio of women to men was, I want to say 11 to 2 or something like some ridiculous shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I seen your Erykah Badu's and your Megan Thee Stallion. I seen them on campus on Hump Day someday. You know what I'm saying. You might not even see them again till Hump Day because they ain't popping out. But I done seen all them type of women, they're just regular women, just beautiful, just like them. And, you know, it's the same thing to me. So I don't have a dream celebrity. Like, the beautiful is beautiful, man.
Hey, man, Megan, remember my boy. You know what I mean? She might have to mess around and, you know, you had to hit her with that PV flavor.
With that flavor, with that swag. Nah, you funny.
Man.
I do like older women, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, as a kid, you was rushed into that though.
Yeah.
How was that, man? When we was playing around with high school prom, man, you was already on grown.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Since I ain't gonna expose nobody, but since I was young, man, I like the older women. I'm just saying that. You know what I'm saying? So I just like to, and you know what I'm saying? I failed a grade when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? So when I was in high school, I was 18 already my junior year. Finna be, and then my senior year, I turned 19, you know what I'm saying? So I was grown my junior year, you know what I'm saying, that January. So I'm talking to women, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm still junior in high school, I'm 18 years old, you know what I'm saying? So I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? I was hating.
I was like, this dude getting dropped off.
I'm getting dropped off. I'm driving their whips, you know what I'm saying? It was a time. What a time to be alive in high school.
When you hungry, she ain't tripping. She laying a plate down.
She making plates. She making food. I'm coming to eat.
Coming to school with a party.
While I'm coming, I had no interest in these hot Cheeto eating high schools. They coming in with bags of donuts. I don't want that. I'm finna go to Miss such and such house.
Put it on something.
She got a plate. Hey, she got a plate for me and some keys. You feel me? I was on that young, boy. So if you ever went, you know, if you went to Summit, name if you seen me walk around kicking cans, holding hands, and I had a girlfriend. Never, because I wasn't not worried about y'all. I had grown women I was worried about.
You know what? You right.
And if I did mess with you, I flirted with some no disrespect to you, but that's what I was on though.
Hey, you might be onto something, but I know I done seen your ass at Arlington Stadium.
You used to be at this stadium.
Super Sunday, VIP, man. You gotta tell boys about that era,
bro. That was an era, bro. I swear to God, this whole Super Sunday, all that was an era, bro. Everybody know about that. The tall tees, the all that, bro. Even people a little bit older than us know about that, bro. The Jabos, the LIG, the Soulja Boy area with the draw on the glasses, all that. When Soulja Boy got beat up at the stadium, y'all remember Soulja Boy?
Niggas don't know. Soulja Boy had a show up there.
Oh, I just exposed something, bro.
Damn.
I don't think he got beat. I don't know. I heard he got beat up. You know what I'm saying? Soulja Boy had to fight at the Arlington Stadium back in the day. This is probably like, what, 20?
That's like 20. That's like, no, that's like 09.
Yeah. This is beginning Soulja Boy stages.
Yeah.
He got in a fight at the stadium. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he got beat up because Big Soulja came out. Oh, who got beat up? All the extra ass shit.
Hey, shout out Big Soulja.
Shout out Big Soulja. I fuck with Soulja. But yeah, nigga, you got in a scuffle at the Arlington Stadium, nigga. You did get into that. I remember something happened.
Hey, you might be the only one with that news, though.
Yeah, with that news. That's exclusive news right there, boy.
I didn't know that. I thought he just performed and did.
Nah, you got in a little scuffle up there, my boy. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's a little old. But yeah, man, Arlington. I'm an Arlington artist. I'm putting Arlington on the map. I'm from Beaumont, Texas. But I love Arlington because when I moved here, it showed me diversity. You know what I'm saying? I had never seen. Man, I bullshit you not. Before I moved from Beaumont, I had never seen an African person. And that's crazy.
You thought that was black too, right?
Yeah, not even. I just didn't see any. I didn't go to school with any African people. You know what I'm saying? Like really from like the Congo or from different places like that. I didn't know nothing about this. So when I moved out here and started seeing Arabian people, African people, just different, races of people, I'm just like, dang.
When Katrina hit, and when that whole style, that slang, that
and then Katrina hit. when all the hurricanes and all that hit down, everybody came up here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you get that. It just showed me different diversity of people, and it shows me Dallas right here, Fort Worth right here, big city right here. It shows me the world is bigger than Beaumont, and you can. It just showed me a lot when I moved. That's why I mess with the ag. You know what I'm saying? And I put on foot, and I want to blow it up and it's some talent out here. You dig what I'm saying?
We need
know
you performing at Agtown Barbecue this year.
Oh yeah, man. Hey,
Agtown every year.
Make sure y'all come. Last year, Agtown Barbecue was a movie. Y'all know it was lit. Make sure y'all come out. We're gonna perform, man. Blvck Market gonna be out there. Hopefully we're gonna get Slapwood to come out there, man, and get everything come out there, and it'll be a beautiful thing. After I perform and all that, y'all can find me. It's gonna be some tables set up, and I'm gonna have dominoes set up, and I'm just gonna get on everybody's ass. You know, I'm just let y'all know it's gonna be money out there, and we're gonna gamble. You dig? But my boy Chef Money gonna be on the grill. Shout out Money. You feel me? Big Money. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a thing. So Southside Barbecue. You know what I'm saying? It's a fun event. Don't come out that trip. And Big Don Power Protection. We'll have guards, armed guards there. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just chill. We trying to chill. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Slow motion, man. You just plugged in the business. You the only man I know that could just do that so smooth though. Like you plugged in the business, you know what I mean? But, you know, to wrap this up, man, you know, you gotta tell Arlington, you know, how big you want Arlington to be and how you wanna, like, you know, push everybody, you know. Man, it's not a problem.
To be honest, I want Arlington to get off the dumb shit, man, because most of the Arlington beefs and all that shit composed all the way back to your days of goddamn, man, Lynch Mob, your CGCs, before CGCs, you got your what's all these old cliques? All these old cliques, everybody knows, because you from Arlington, you know the old cliques. All this shit the beef derived off some bullshit. No matter how you slice it, if you go back and dig into it, how did it start? How did we start trying to first fight? Now we trying to shoot. Now we trying to do all this shit to each other. It probably started from some dancing shit, stealing some moves, or probably started from
they was scrapping over that.
Bro, come on now. People used to hard down fight over that, bro. Or it started from some, he said he not a cool nigga, so we beefing with them now. All that from us. Like, it started over some bullshit, bro. So, bro, I can't tell people to stop beefing now because shit done got deep now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna disclose information about what's going on in the streets, but shit done got a little deeper. But if it ain't got that deep to where it ain't too far across, try your best to squash it and bring it together, man, because we can get money out here, because there's a lot of talent out here. It's a lot of talent out here, but you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that ain't try to stir it with his bloggers and shit like that. Like, they don't even mess with Arlington because, you know what I'm saying, they can't, what it said, say Sean Cotton couldn't come to the South or something like that. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, what is that, bro? Who said that? I don't know where I heard that from.
Sean cool, man. He
cool as fuck.
First interview Lil Jesse. If you look at his first video.
Rest in peace, Lil Jesse, man. Yeah. Shout out, man. I got a nid pit for that, man. Shout out Southside Lil Jesse. Rest in peace, Lil Jesse. Jesse used to stay in Parkland Point for a little bit with this dude named Joe, and it was his manager named Frankie, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I met Jesse. We was real cool, you know what I'm saying, for a little while.
He would pull me over out, whatever I was doing. Hey, turn up your music, park right there. Bro, and I had to let him dance for 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Bro, get the dancing, you finish. Shout out Jesse. But yeah, that's how I met Lil Jesse, and then he was one of really the first people I seen with a Say Cheese T-shirt on. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, where you get that shirt from? Bro, that shirt clean. Let me get a shirt. He like, nah, you can't get one of them. My boy Sean did you can't get it. I'm like, what you talking about, Jesse? I was like, Jesse, let me get a shirt, ho ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then I seen the little interview he did where Jesse had the red, I think he had the red jacket on. He's by the fence. When one of the first Say Cheese interviews, you know what I'm saying, was Lil Jesse. You know what I'm saying? So ever since back then, I was like, damn, I want to get a Say Cheese interview. Since then, bro, I always wanted to be on Say Cheese. I always want to be a part of that movement because I knew Lil Jesse was my partner. I used to tell Jesse, bro, let me fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? But even since back then, you know, so I always wanted to mess with Sean and see what bro was on, because you know what I'm saying, back then I saw potential in it. Even when they was recording my boy Joe, Sloppy Joe, doing the dancing videos. When Say Cheese was doing that, my nigga Joe, I used to do it with him when I think Joe was in Atlanta or something doing the dancing videos for a little. I was trying to bring the jigging back or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? It's just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like, even back then, I always felt like it was gonna be hot. You know what I'm saying? As it is now. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I wanted to do something in entertainment, but I couldn't dance. Yeah. So I used to just be the nigga with them back then, because we all used to thug, we all used to fight and do all the other shit like that. So that's why I was around. Yeah. But them niggas used to dance. You know what I'm saying? I was like, AEC. Yeah, they getting. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I can't dance, bro. I don't got no rhythm at all. You feel me? But hey, the hoes liking this shit. I'm around these niggas. You know, so this is what we doing.
Nah, I was a dipping motherfucker.
I couldn't do all that. I was a big nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I always knew I wanted to entertain, be on camera, do something. I just didn't get my niche was putting words together. You know what I'm saying? I love writing music. I do. I write R&B. I write rah-rah song. I write a lyrical song. I do whatever because I just like making music. You know what I'm saying?
We done seen it. You know, you had a New York flow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? New York flow for sure.
So if they bringing the rap battle back, man. Shout out to Blaze, man.
Shout out Blaze and the whole rap battles, man. Everybody that used to do the Arlington rap. I shout out Vic, Southside Vic. You feel me? Yeah, we got some talent in Arlington, dog.
Vic crazy.
We got some talent out here, bro. I promise you we do.
Yeah, so but before we head on out, man, what are we looking for in the future, man, and what's your goals to accomplish for the next 5 years?
Oh man, so before we get into the 5 years, first off, go stream Pick a Flow on all platforms right now. Please go get into that. It's an EP. It's about 6 songs, all different songs, different flows, different vibes. If you don't like everything, you're gonna like something. You dig? Next 5 years, I just want to prosper and elevate each year. I want to do something more the next year than I did the year before. You know what I'm saying? I want to elevate my music. I want to elevate in the business, learn more about a new business, and find another source of income. I want to create situations for me and my family to where we have passive income, to where we don't have to worry about certain minute things, to therefore we can prosper in other areas. You dig? That's what I'm trying to put my family on in the next 5 years. And if I can create a new narrative around my family, that's what I make me happy, because my whole goal in life is for my grandkids to say, damn, Grandpa did his shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, damn, I got this whole Benz right here and I ain't do shit for it. You know what I'm saying? But be grateful for it. Know where it came from and how it came. But know that Grandpa did his shit. That's the type of shit I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Waterfalls, man.
You feel me? Because that wasn't done for me. But I ain't hating, because I'm glad it wasn't done for me. I'm glad we had to kind of earn things and have things a certain type of way. Shit wasn't just handed to us all the time, because it made me who I am. But,
you're not stagnant.
Nah. Never. You gotta keep it moving, man. I'm slicking in the bowling ball with grease on it. You dig? Yes,
hey, man, it's been real, man. Until next time, man. EMC Big Don.
Hey, man, shout out Passion TV, man. The hottest, man, the up and coming thing in the ag. Y'all get to it, get hip to it, man. And you know what I'm saying? Next time I see y'all, we're gonna do what? We're gonna do the day in the life?
Yeah, we following you along the way, man. You know what I mean? You know, I do documentaries and all that, man.
Hey, so. Shout out Major League Band Games. Shout out Big Cam. Shout out Blvck Market. Shout out Strut, the cameraman. You know what I'm saying? Shout out all the artists, man. And hey, let's get this money and let's win. You dig? Big Don, Big Southside. To the day I go, y'all know that ag town shit.
All right.
Come on, this is what we doing. Everybody else, I can't really do this shit. I can't trust them. They ain't loyal. She loyal. Shit.
I ain't scared to put in the work. You feel me?
And bro, listen. Shit.
What the charger?
I need a lighter though. Everybody lighter attached to their fucking.